My name's Ellie and we're going to go through a seated warm-up for our strength and balance class. So make sure that you've got a comfortable seat, that you're able to get your feet flat on the floor when you're sitting in. We're going to start in a relaxed position. We're going to start thinking about our shoulders, starting to get things moving. So hands just down by your side and we'll roll our shoulders back, up and forward. So big shoulder rolls here. And then we're going to do the same thing but backwards. So pull the shoulders back. All right, this time we're going to shrug our shoulders up towards our ears. So hands still by your side. You're going to shrug up, hold, and relax. So squeeze up and relax. And again, up and relax. One more time, squeeze up and relax. All right, we're going to get a bit more movement in the shoulders. So hands down by your side. We're going to bring them up to overhead and back down. And just moving through whatever movement is comfortable for you here. And back down. Good. Another couple of these. Back down, up, and down. All right, we're going to start to get things moving here. So arms crossed across your body or down by your stomach, and we're going to keep our hips still. We're going to move our upper body. So we're twisting from left to right. So twist round and back, and the other way, and back. Last one of these. All right, next one, we're going to start getting our lower back moving. So shoulder yourself forward in your chair. With this one, keep your hips nice and still. And we're going to start off by arching our back backwards. And we're going to look up at the sky as we do that. So arch and look up and then back down. And as we do that, slouch down. So we're arching and looking up and slouching down. Arch and looking down. One more of these. Arch and down. All right, we're going to get our legs a bit warmer, so we're going to make sure we're comfy in our seat and we're going to start to pick those feet up off the ground. I want you to bring your knees as high as you can. So for some people that will be here, and for some people it will be all the way up here. So just whatever is comfortable for you. Really work through the full range that you have. And relax there. All right, next up, we're going to think about our hips and getting them moving. So we're going to bring one leg out to the side and then back in. So out to the side, back in, out to the side, back in. And just keep that pattern going. And again, just working through the range that's comfortable for you. Last one. All right, this time we're going to get our ankles warm, so we're going to bring our heels up off the ground, back down, up and back down. Another 3 of these. And this time, toes up, so keeping your heels on the floor. We're going to pull our toes up. Up again. 2 more. All right, onto our final warm-up exercise. We're going to come further forward in our chair so that we've got lots of space and we can keep our legs a little bit wider. For this one, we're going to bend right from the hips. So we're going to reach forward as far as you can. So for some people that will be here, or it might be down here. So we're reaching forward and then we're reaching back and up. So forward, back and up. 2 more. Final one. Perfect. That's our warm-up complete for the first part of our session. All right, now that you are warmed up, we're going to go into some of our balance exercises. So firstly, if you're sat back in your chair with your back against the backrest, I want you to think about bringing your back up off there. So bring yourself a little bit further forward in your chair, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, and we're going to come upright with our posture, chest forward, shoulders back, and we're going to balance in this position. We're going to practice sitting up without a backrest. We're just going to hold this here, and relax. And you can lean back now to have a bit of a rest. And then we're going to go back and do the same thing. All right, so back up. Hold in this position without the backrest. Hands off your knees if you can, even across your chest if you can. And then relax there. Okay, next up we're going to think about our balance, but we're going to do it as we're moving. So feet flat on the floor. I want you to bring your shoulders forward towards your hips, so really rock forward and then back. Not resting on the back of the chair, but going as far back as you can. So back here, that rock forward. So really bringing your shoulders all the way forward towards your knees. Okay, and relax there. Next up, we're really going to focus on this balance with one foot off the floor. So come a little bit forward in your chair. Make sure one foot is completely flat and that you have your sitting balance, so your upright posture here. And I want you to bring one foot up off the floor as far as you can. So that looks a little bit like this. If you need some support with your arms, you can have them out here to help you balance, or hands on your knees. If that's feeling easy enough, hands over your chest. And relax. We'll do the same thing, but with the other leg lifted if you can. If not, just use the same leg again. You might find you find one leg easier to balance on. That's not uncommon. Chest up, nice and tall. And back down again with that leg. We're just going to go back to the first leg, bringing it up off the floor, balancing here, either hands across your chest, on your hips, or down by your side. Down, and other leg up if you can. Okay, perfect. Next up, we're going to go into our strength exercises. So the first exercise that we're going to start off with is using the muscles in the front of our arms here. So we're going to start with our hands down by our side. We're going to start here and we're going to bring them up to our shoulder. If you have a weakness on one side, it can be useful to support your arm and help that arm come up. So you can either do this exercise single-armed or with 2 arms. We're going to do 10 of these. So in your own time. All right, relax once you've done 10 of them. Next up, we're going to do a shoulder press. So hands up here, and we're going to push up as high as we can go. And if you need a bit of support with that, clasping your hands together and coming up as high as you can go. And we're going to go for 10 of them as well. So up here. Or clasped. Okay, and relax there. Shake your hands out if you need to. Next up, we're going to work our back muscles. So either hands clasped or hands separate, that's absolutely fine. So here, we're going to have our hands out in front of us, chest up nice and tall, and we're really going to pull backwards. So I want your chest to come forward on this one and squeeze your elbows back and together. And we're doing 10 of these. Really squeeze those elbows back. Good, and relax there. The next exercise we'll do is working our legs. So we're going to give our arms and our shoulders a bit of a rest. So bring yourself to the front of your chair if you can. We're just going to work one leg at a time on this one. So hand onto your thigh, and we're going to bring this leg out as far as we can. So hands on your thigh, and we're just going to bring that leg up nice and slowly, as slow as you can until it's as straight as you can get it. And then nice and slowly back down. And again, we'll do that 10 times. And as you're doing this, you should feel those muscles working nice and hard underneath your hands. Keeping the tempo nice and slow. We're not in a rush with these ones. And take a rest if you need one. If 10's too many, just do as many as you are able to do. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other leg. If you have a weakness on one side and you're not quite able to get that leg up off the floor, use your other leg to support you. So you're going to come in behind with that leg, and you're going to support forward to get that leg moving. So 10 of these again. And if you can, hands on that thigh, feel the muscles working. Keeping it nice and slow. On to my last one. Okay, next up, I need you to come a little bit further forward in your chair. Bring your feet back a little bit. We're keeping our toes on the floor, but we're going to press up and bring your heels up off the floor as high as we can. So starting down here, really let your heels come up and back down, and we're going for 10 of them. Really push up at the top. And 10. And relax there, because we're going to do this one more time. So if 10 was too many for you, just drop a couple down and do as many as you can in the time. Okay, feet on the floor, toes down, heels up. Okay, thinking about getting our hips moving, seated in the chair, I want you to come forward and we're going to bring one of our legs round to the side. So for some people that will be just here, for some people it will be here, and for some people it might be all the way around here. So just working with whatever movement you have. So we're starting here, upright torso, keeping our hips nice and still. You can hold onto your chair if that would be helpful, and coming out, 2, all the way up to 10 if you can. And once you've done that, moving on to the other side. You can give this one a bit of a hand if you need to. Nine and 10. Okay, on to our final exercise. So this exercise is going to help you with preparing to stand up out of a chair. So we're going to sit in about the middle of the chair. We want our feet to be flat on the floor. Bum on the seat. We're going to bring our shoulders back, so a real lean back, and then forward. And as we do that, we're going to rock. We're not coming up off the chair, but we're just rocking, starting to bring that weight through our feet, feeling our bum come off the seat slightly if we can. So back and rock. And we're going to do this 10 times. Might be helpful to use your hands to support you with that last little push. Final 1 and 10. You'll be glad to know that that is the main section of the workout done. And next up, we're going to go through our cool down. All right, so we're going to start with a stretch that's going to stretch our hamstrings up the back of our leg. So come to the front of your chair, a straight leg out in front of you. I want you to pull your toes up towards your shin in this position here. Get your leg as straight as you can, but don't worry if you have a slight bend in the knee. I want you to bend from the hips down, forward towards that toe. And if you can, just slide your hands down there. Just helps you get a little bit more of a stretch. We're just going to hold this. Okay, and relaxing. We'll do the same thing on the other leg. So bringing that leg out as straight as you can. Toes pulled up towards your shin and leaning forward with a bit of a lean. Hands down if you can. Holding this. And relax, coming back up here. Okay, next up, we're going to think about stretching the muscles all around our ankles and in the back of our legs. So for this one, heels on the floor, pulling your toes up towards your shin. Just hold that. Hold it there. And then relax. And then the opposite, so keeping your toes on the floor, pulling your heels up off the floor. So for this one, you might want to bring your feet a little bit further back so that you can really feel that stretch through your calves. So pushing up. And relax there. Okay, this time you need to bring your legs a little bit wider, make some space here, and we're bending from the hips. So coming right through, really let everything relax as you come through this space. So just really let your back begin to arch forwards, let your arms hang, head down. Hold that here. And nice and slowly back up to the top. All right, hand on your hips if you can, or just down in front of you is absolutely fine. This time we're going to arch backwards. So pushing your tummy out, bringing your shoulders back. You're going to really lean back into this one. Can be helpful to have your hands on the chair if you're struggling with that. And holding this one here. And relax there. All right, this time, keeping your hips nice and still, we're going to cross our arms or keep them down in front of us, and we'll twist round to the side and we're going to hold it at that side. So twist and hold. And relax there. And then we'll do the same, but to the other side. And relax. All right, this time, a straight arm over your body, across here. Your other hand is going to support this, hand on your forearm, and just apply a little bit pressure towards your body. You should feel this through your triceps and the top of your arm and into your shoulder. So pulling that towards you here and holding it. Keep holding that there, really feeling that stretch. If you need a bit more of a stretch, just apply a little bit more pressure. Listen to what your body's feeling. Hands relax. Other arm, straight arm over your body. And if that's quite difficult, just bringing it down here and you can come over the top and pulling towards your body. If not, straight arm over, hand onto the forearm and pulling nice and close to you. Holding that. Try not to rotate with the stretch. Stay nice and still in this position. And relax there. All right, into our final exercise of the whole session. So from here, with your hands down by your side, as we come up, I want us to breathe in, and as we come down, I want us to breathe out, a little bit like this. We're going to do this 3 times, so do it along with me. Make sure that you're paying attention to your breathing. If you're really struggling with this, feel free to do it just completely in your own time. All right, and in. Same again, in. Our final one. And out. Give yourself a bit of a shake. That is you completely finished. You have made it through a full session. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoyed your time with us.